Welcome to another module. In this module, we'll be looking at how to draw a pattern for a loafer shoe. Already, I have a taped last, but in case you don't know how this was done, you can just check our previous module to see how to tape a last when developing a pattern. Okay, so kindly follow me keenly to see how to get this done. Okay, so this is what I've been able to draw. Okay, so the next thing for me to do at this point is to use my knife to cut out what I have done here. So you can use your cutting knife to do the cutting. So you cut on the line. You cut on the line. So you cut this way. You take it down to this point. You come to this side again. So you come here. Then you come to this place to cut it down to this point. But you are not cutting on this middle line. I'm done cutting now. So the next thing for me to do is to start removing the cut tape and start to place them on my cardboard so that I can develop the pattern fully. Okay, so kindly watch. I sketch from this point down to this point and I stopped here. Okay, now I'm going to connect the two dots together. So I can now start to cut. Okay, so I'm done with one of the patterns. So I'll pick out the other one. So I'll advise you do that gently. So we are starting the sketching from this point, which is the center. We take it to this point, and we start from this point as well, which is also the center, and we take it downward. So I'm done with this. So we can add our excess of 2 centimeters from this point. Then we keep doing it till we get to the base. Then we are going to do a 1 centimeter to the back side. So we can connect the dots. So now that I'm done with the addition of excess, I can now start to cut. So our cutting will stop at the center here. Okay. So it will also stop at the center here. So the next thing for us to do is to flip it to the other side at the center. Then we can now use our pencil to trace it out. So I can now do my final cutting. Now I'm done with the cutting of pattern. So the next line of action is to put holes on this pattern. I'm going to put holes on this particular one, and I'm going to put holes on this particular one. But before I can put holes, I need to mark out where I'm going to punch, or where I'm going to put the holes. Okay, so now from my own calculation here, so I will advise that from this edge you do a 0.3 centimeter from this edge, and you do a 0.5 centimeter apart, as in the distance from each hole. So now a 0.3 centimeter start here. So the next dot I'm going to make should be a difference of a 0.5 centimeter. So kindly follow that measurement. Okay, so now I'm done with the dotting on this particular pattern. I'm also going to transfer this dotting to this as well. So which means there must, to every hole, to every dot on this one, there must be a corresponding dot on this one as well. So you can also use the 0.3 centimeter from the edge. Okay, so for this hole there must be a corresponding dot as well. For this one there must be a corresponding dot. There must be a corresponding dot. So you keep okay, so you can see that I only dotted one part of each pattern. One part. If you check this, I dotted one part. If you check this, I dotted one part. So that is fine. So at this point, I'll start to punch. I'll start to punch before I'll now flip it to the other side and now dot it out before eventually punching. Okay, so starting to punch. So you punch on the dots. You punch on the dots. Okay, so I'm done punching this side. So I'll need to flip it to the other side so that I can transfer the dotting through the holes that I punched. So I'm done transferring the holes to the other side. Okay, so I'm now going to punch as well. So we do the same thing to the other pattern as well. Okay, now we are done punching both patterns. So the next thing for us to do is to transfer it to the leather, couple it together, and last it in the next episode. Thank you.